I can't believe I'm finally doing this, but this is the Sweet Annie, the tiny little plant that I kept growing all winter in the window in the sunroom. And it is finally going in the ground right here in this hole at the bottom corner of my tomato terrace number 2. Hey everybody, Kay here on the homestead. And you know, you might ask, why am I working so hard? And it's kind of hard to put into one reason. I feel like I am in this location because God led me here. I feel like I'm in this location with all of this potential, which I see as potential. I don't know if it's really gonna manifest, if the potential will manifest, but I guess if God led me here because this place has potential, then hopefully He will give me the strength to work with all the issues, the problems, and make it manifest. So that's the number one reason. Obviously, there's still food in the stores that I could go and buy this season. I mean, I'm sure that the stores will have food for a few months anyway. But then what? You know? Then what? So I will say that I set out to do more than I can accomplish on my own. It's not humanly possible, even if I was 30. And maybe if I was 40 and I had 2 teenage sons and daughters, like my grandmother did, the work could get done. But they would just be saying, oh, Mom, let's just go and buy it at the store, you know. But how can you tell? You know, we do the research. You know, if you're following prepper channels, if you're following homesteading channels, you're doing the research. You know what's going on. And you know you've got to provide for yourself and for your family. And so, I mean, a lot of people I know, they're you know, their millennial kids are not taking this all very seriously. So we have to. I mean, I was sitting back, just living my life and trying to get acting jobs and raise my kids and stuff, and I wasn't even paying attention to all these things that were happening to our country, our society. Sorry, I just knocked it. I don't know if it was a sweat bee or if it was a friendly, but yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to all this stuff. And you know, once you start paying attention, then you go, what happened to our country? Did you know I heard this morning on my favorite podcast, and if anybody wants to know what that is, you know, you can send me an email through my website and I'll send you the link on the contact page. But they were saying that most people in this country talk about democracy, you know, and a lot of the politicians are talking about, oh, we're losing our democracy, or we're going to lose our democracy, or whatever. This is not a democracy. We don't live in a democracy. This is it's supposed to be a constitutional republic. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what's in our Bill of Rights and our Declaration of Independence. That's what they were saying this morning, and I need to do my own research and see that for myself. But I thought, yeah, that's what we're supposed to be, a constitutional republic. We're not supposed to be ruled. We're supposed to rule ourselves. Wow, I could really get into it, but I won't, because a lot of other people have. But you know, this place seemed like it had a lot of potential, and I felt when I first came here I had completely different intentions. But I saw the division that happened in our country over the course of last year, and it's just like, wow, that whole idea went out the toilet, went down the toilet, went out with the bath water. And so I was going to have like a retreat here, and especially for, you know, women like me who starting over and maybe want to come and learn how to garden, or maybe want to write a book. You know, I was going to have like a retreat here, and that's the idea that started behind the trail, the walking trail. Especially, you know, right now it's very, very thick and dense, so I haven't gone up in there. But you know, if I had help and we had that trail cleared, even in the summer, I mean, the snakes, snakes. Why does it always have to be snakes? Oh, famous movie lines 101. Okay, what movie was that? Why does it always have to be snakes? I bet you everybody knows that movie, you know, who said that in what movie. So anyway, I was just sitting down, catching my breath. I'm having, let's see, what am I having? I'm having a remedy. Boy, do I need a remedy. Remedy Organics Berry Immunity. And it's elderberry, strawberry, camu. Honestly, I don't even know what camu is. I need to find that out. Echinacea, lion's mane, that's of course a fungi, and prebiotics. And I still don't have it straight in my mind, the difference between a prebiotic and a probiotic. But if it's in this drink, it must be healthy, it must be good. So anyway, I'm just pushing myself as hard as I can. And I discovered this morning, you know, usually what I've been doing is I was working in the lower garden. I got to switch hands, sorry. I just decided to do this with my cell phone. Keeping it real here on the homestead. I have been working in the lower garden, which is blasting sun after, you know, 9 a.m. And so I have been getting into the process of just, you know, working as hard as I can till like 10 or 11, either over there or in the side garden, and just going inside. But oh my gosh, I've been working over here in the tomato terraces. Hey, I've got this shade tree right here. Look at this shade tree. Look at this gigamundo shade tree. Look. And my swing. You know, this was the first purchase I made when I came here, was this swing and those Adirondack chairs, which really don't get to be sat in very often. I decided this morning that I would keep going, because I cooled off. I sat down here and I had a cold drink, cold water, and I kind of cooled off, and I thought, well, I can do a little bit here and there. My goal is to get some of this stuff planted. It's been sitting here forever. I can't get it. I mean, I've already planted, let's see, I've probably planted 20 tomato plants today, and I just put in some calendula, and I'm going to put in some more, and I'm going to put in some peppers in the raised beds, see, over here. And so easy to work in the raised beds. You don't have to be on your knees. My knees are shot from putting in, well, 90 tomato plants, I guess. The reason it was 90, I didn't have 90 spaces, but I decided yesterday, I never do this. I always think, oh, I'm going to come out and spray for bugs and all that stuff. And I don't get around to that until the bugs have already laid their eggs. And so I thought yesterday, I'm going to just go ahead and spray the tomatoes as soon as I plant them. Well, either the leaves were wet when the sun, you know, came in and hit, or the mixture is too strong. I did kind of make a cocktail out of neem and bug brew and BT. I did that for the cabbages down there, because I'm telling you, the minute I got down to that lower garden, the moths were landing on me going, Can't wait. Get that in the ground. Can't wait. Got eggs in me. Gotta lay them. Oh man, I'm off the rails today. That breeze, you know, I thank God for every breeze when I'm out working. I say, thank you, God, for that breeze. And sometimes I say, God, if I could just have a little breeze right now. And sometimes, within a minute or two, I get a little breeze. And sometimes I say, God, I really need a cloud right now. I need a cloud to keep going. I need a cloud or breeze. I'll take either one. And very often, it'll happen. That's why I work so hard, you know. I'm not doing it for ego. You know, who can afford to have ego anymore? I mean, we just can't. Our world is in crisis. And we have to wake up to that fact that we've all got to be a part of making things better. Not just sitting back waiting. No one is coming to save us. We've got to save ourselves, you know? So that's what I'm trying to do. And I appreciate you spending this time with me and letting me share my thoughts, getting real. And I'm going to get back and I'm going to get some peppers planted. And I'm just going to keep going today. I met a man in the co-op. And I've been in the co-op several times. And every time I'm in there, I mention to whoever's standing there that I need help. He came over yesterday we spent an hour, and I was just showing him around and stuff. And so he he saw my cucurbits in that tray over there. And he said, Lordy, you got to get those in the ground today. Today, you've got to get those in the ground. And you know what? I got those in the ground. You know, I needed that push. God works in mysterious ways, and he put me in that store at that time to meet that person. And he's coming to work tomorrow, and he's going to work up. He says, I'm going to work all this up for you. That's the way they say it here. I'm going to work this up, the lower garden, and hopefully this weekend we're going to get rain. And hopefully I can get some more beans, some more purple hull peas, and I want to do cotton, brown cotton, Valencia peanuts, and potatoes in that lower 15 where the soil is really rich and clumpy. I want to do that there. So we'll talk more about that in another video. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Hope you subscribe. I got it planted. And because this looks to be a very strong plant, it could get to be 5-6 feet tall. So and they need support. And I am just going to start out with a tomato cage. So because it's rather limp, I am going to put a piece of shade cloth over this, just so it doesn't get fried before it gets going. It's kind of makeshift, but I think it'll work.